What's up, everyone? I'm Chris, and I'm going to talk about baseball. The Yankees. We'll start with them because last week we didn't have much good to say. They lost 2-3 to the Indians. Since then, they haven't lost. They swept the Rangers. Only one decisive victory in that series, but they still swept them nonetheless, and that's something they haven't been able to do all season: sweep bad teams. But then they swept the Red Sox over the weekend. And this is where things got interesting. First of all, on Friday they beat the Red Sox 8-3. Nathan Eovaldi for the Red Sox just didn't have it. They destroyed him. Stanton hit a 3-run home run. The Red Sox were making errors. Yankee pitching was great. The Yankees won that game. Second game, it looked like the Yankees were going to lose it late in this game. Then Giancarlo Stanton hit a grand slam in the top of the eighth, to give the Yankees a 5-2 lead. They ended up winning that 5-3. And then yesterday was probably the most interesting game of not only this series, but probably one of the most interesting games in the MLB this season. The Red Sox took a 1-0 lead off a sac fly, if I'm not mistaken. And then the Yankees got their own sac fly. It was bases loaded, 0 outs. Judge ground to a double play, I think it was. But that drove in a run. So it was 1-1. And then you go to I think the Yankees took the lead at one point, 2-1. And then you go to the sixth inning. Clay Holmes was pitching for the Yankees, struck out the side. I mean, it was three of the Red Sox best hitters. They could not touch him. Aaron Boone takes him out in the seventh inning. Very questionable decision. I don't know why he did that. I really don't. I really don't get it. I think the reasoning for that was because whoever was batting for the Red Sox would have gone pinch hit for Kyle Schwarber or someone like that. But I don't get why you're taking out Clay Holmes, because if he gives up a home run to Schwarber, it ties the game. It's not like it gives the Red Sox the lead. So they ended up bringing in Joely Rodriguez, I'm pretty sure. And he gave up 2 runs in that inning. And it wasn't all his fault. DJ LeMahieu and Joey Gallo dropped 2 routine fly balls. You can't really blame them all that much. I mean, they've been great. And DJ LeMahieu, just in that game, made 2 really good plays at third base. I mean, he dropped a fly ball. What are you gonna do? And Joey Gallo's been great defensively for the Yankees. He dropped in a fly ball again. Easy catch, but whatever. So the Red Sox took a 1-run lead, 3-2. And then going to the bottom. So I think it was the 8th inning. The Yankees scored some runs. First of all, it was a leadoff walk, I'm pretty sure, to Tyler Wade, and then he tried to steal second. But he didn't slide, and he got caught out at second. So, I mean, what are you going to do? You can't blame him all that much. He's been great coming off the bench. He's been great pinch running for the Yankees. He should have slid, but whatever. And then I'm pretty sure DJ LeMahieu got a base hit. And then I think it was Rizzo got a double. And then Judge. And this is where things also got interesting again. It was a full count, I'm pretty sure. And it looked like he struck out. And that's because he did. It was a foul tip into the catcher's mitt. He caught it, then he dropped it. So the Red Sox, the umpires actually said that he straight up dropped it, so Judge was going to get another chance. Then the Red Sox reviewed it, and you looked at the replay on ESPN, and you saw it was clear it was a strikeout. Vasquez caught it. Judge was out. Thankfully, though, the umpires stuck with their decision. He was not actually out, according to them. Judge gets another opportunity. Fastball down the middle from Ottavino. Judge hits a 2-run double, rather, and the Yankees take the lead. And then Giancarlo Stanton comes up in the next at-bat and hits an absolute bomb. He has been insane. 10 RBIs in this series against the Red Sox. I mean, biggest series of the year. He showed up. I mean, that's awesome. That's why he's getting paid the big bucks. I mean, you can't complain if you're a Red Sox fan or just a Yankees hater. You can't complain all that much about that call, the call on Judge. I mean, Stan would have hit the home run anyway. It's not like the Red Sox scored like 5 runs, so it's not like it would have been a 1-run game or whatever. So you can't hate on that call too much. It did end up benefiting the Yankees, but it's not like it decided the game. Just because Stanton hit a home run right after that. Overall, great job by the Yankees. They put themselves in a great position. They lead the American League wild card by 1 game, but it is not over yet, everyone. The Red Sox have an extremely easy schedule. They play the Orioles and then the Nationals. I mean, they should sweep. And I know that's kind of, That's not. I don't know. I know I'm not one to talk as a Yankees fan, telling the Red Sox they should sweep the Orioles because I mean that was one thing the Yankees could not do this season: sweep the Orioles. But I mean, if you're the Red Sox, like if you can't sweep the Orioles, you simply don't deserve that playoff spot. Um, the Yankees head into a crucial series against the Toronto Blue Jays starting tomorrow, Tuesday. It's three of the Blue Jays' best. I'm pretty sure it's Ryu tomorrow, and then Robbie Ray on. Robbie Ray's going on Thursday, I think, and Wednesday it's Jose Berrios. So that's three of their best. I mean, three guys that they acquired for moments like this. For the Yankees, tomorrow it's Tyone. I'm coming off the injured list. We'll see what he does. I'm not expecting all that much from him, to be honest. He hasn't been amazing for the Yankees recently. But, hey, who knows? Garrett Cole's pitching on Wednesday. It's another huge start for him. His last huge start was on Friday. He came up clutch. He needs to do that again. I mean, I know it's a little too much to ask, but, I mean, he's one of the best pitchers in the league. He's got to do it again. And then Thursday, it's Corey Kluber. So, I mean, of course, you'd like to see, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but Nestor Cortez is a guy who you'd like to see pitch for the Yankees in this big series, but it's fine. But overall, I mean, the Yankees, they have to at least take 2 out of 3 from the Blue Jays. I mean, there's no other way around it. If you get swept, you put yourself in a terrible position going into the last series of the year. There's not much else to say about the Yankees. For the Mets, not much else to say about them either. They're on a 5-game losing streak. They've gotten eliminated. Disappointing season. They were in first place for a large majority of the season, but injuries and overall not playing good baseball, and they're out. But looking at the NL East, the Braves and Phillies are separated by 2.5 games. The worst division in baseball. I'm sorry. The division winner. If the division winner wins the next 6 games, they will not even have 90 wins. That's how bad this division is. I mean, the only division that comes somewhat close is the AL Central, with only the White Sox being a competitive team. But the Braves and Phillies head into a huge 3-game series. If the Phillies sweep, they're half game up, I'm pretty sure. If the Braves sweep, they pretty much win the division. But if either team takes 2 out of 3, if the Phillies take 2 out of 3 rather, things will get interesting in the National League East. But let's be real, I don't think any of those teams are going far in the playoffs. I guess other news in baseball, really, I think the biggest story has really been the St. Louis Cardinals on a 16-game winning streak. That is outstanding. I mean, they're not facing bad teams either. They swept the Padres, who I get that they're struggling, but they're still a good team. They swept the Brewers in 4 games, who when they had swept them were not champions of the NL Central yet, so it's not like they're not trying. I mean, they were definitely trying. They got swept in 4 games. And for the Cardinals, it's been great pitching and simply timely hitting. Paul Goldschmidt's been phenomenal. 7 home runs in his last 15 games. Great defense. You look at that entire field, that entire defense. Everyone is Gold Glove caliber. I mean, who's not, really? I don't know. That outfield is insane. Everyone knows Yadier Molina, and then Paul Goldschmidt and Nolan Arenado. What do I even have to say about them? Everyone knows about them defensively. 16-game winning streak for the Cardinals. They pretty much, they've made it not interesting in the National League. Really, it's pretty much. I think they're one win away. I'm pretty sure from clinching the second wild card. I hope they win it too. Nothing against the Dodgers. I don't hate the Dodgers, but let's be real. I mean, I don't think anyone's really rooting for them except for Dodgers fans. That team is literally a super team. But I'm rooting for the Cardinals if the Yankees get eliminated. And that's pretty much all I got to say about baseball. We'll see what happens. It's going to be a really nice week of the rest of the regular season. We'll see who makes the playoffs and who doesn't. Overall, let's go Yanks. 3-game series. And then another big 3-game series against the Rays to close things out. And we'll see if they can make the wild card. Again, my name's Chris, and thank you for listening.
There's not much that you can say about this atrocious New York Mets team. I mean, the hopes for this team were that they were going to win the division in flying colors, and they're barely going to win 80 games this year. I mean, they're struggling to even win 74. They're on a 5-game losing streak. Their manager still thinks they're in it, and they're literally eliminated. There's no way they can make it, and their manager, Luis Rojas, who needs to go tonight, is saying, I think there's still a chance that we can make it. There's no shot. And, I mean, they have 3 games against the Marlins. It doesn't even matter. And I'll be honest, as a diehard Met fan, I stopped watching the games. As soon as they fell off first place, I knew it was over. They weren't catching anybody. They had so many opportunities to gain in this division, and they did not capitalize. They're awful, and I expect many changes for this owner, Steve Cohen.